Reynaldo, what's going on, my man? Alright, so you are actually the first person who's ever submitted replays on different CFN accounts. So that was something new and very interesting. So anyhow, now that I kind of got that figured out, we're going to go ahead and hop into these replays and get right into it. So you are playing as Urian here. And you are up against the Sakura. I don't really know very much about her outside of some of her frame advantage. Excuse me. And her like how to fight against her in neutral. Now, Urian has pretty good long range here, so you should be able to outrange this character relatively easily. But anyway, let's see how you go. And first things first, I always turn on key display so that I can see what you and your opponent are doing at any point in the match. So, all right, that's a very good headbutt there to get it started, and you got some good pressure sequence there. So, typically here off of a crouch leg kick, you would see somebody go for a throw. You wanted to go for that string as well, but let's kind of observe here and see what happens. Wow. She tried to throw twice during that fireball. I believe you can actually get a whiff punish here, but it's going to be real hard. There you go. Get the knee drop. She did a wake up DP. Now, it's very important. So, when somebody does wake up DP with no meter, that means that they're kind of twitchy. You can use that to your advantage to kind of trap them into stuff. So, let's see how she continues to go. Tried to anti-air there, but yeah, good for you, you got out. Side switch there. Crush counter set up. Nothing, so she just chills. She was expecting you to do EX headbutt. EX shoulder to steal back your turn. Oof. Another DP in neutral, so yeah, she's giving you a lot of information here. I'm not sure what it is you're trying to catch for that medium knee drop. Nice. You could have won. You could have won there. I think you could have won. Good stuff. Okay, so not really anything like that. Like I can't necessarily like critique on anything. I didn't see you go for a single throw. Again, this person went for DP again, so they're very twitchy, like I suggested on their wake up. Uh-oh. So what happened here is you were playing a little too overcommitted to the ground game. Let's kind of like look at how many times you attack before she gets to you. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we'll do it off of the sequence because this is where you got hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. You whiffed 7 attacks in the neutral. Calm down. There's no reason to be hitting all those buttons from that range. And because of you kind of doing that stand roundhouse from that range, she was able to get that free jump in, and she's not going to get much off of it, maybe DP? Oh no, it doesn't even go for anything. You can punish this with your own sweep. Nice there. That's plus frames. Now she can punish that, which she does, but very, very weakly. Yeah, again, she's doing a lot of wake up here. What I would suggest is to not do his V-trigger from that far away, unless you're like really reading something, or if like she's doing a fireball from max distance or something. That V-trigger isn't particularly good, and I think that it's minus on block. I think it's like -2 or more. Plus it has that weird, I think they patched out that bug, but anyway, yeah, so just kind of be a little less active from certain ranges, because there's no reason to commit. You've got the life lead here, so really all she needs to do is she needs to be the one to make the things happen, and all you need to do is just keep her out. And Urian's got good buttons for that. Alright, did you get a good punish here? No. So after that knee, ooh. Alright, what is your anti-air here? Stand jab. That's interesting, okay. I didn't know that was actually a functioning anti-air. And then you get the meaty crouch jab afterwards. But yeah, this Sakura had been showing a propensity to like press something on wake up. A lot of times it's been DP, so I would have been real hesitant about doing it there. But yeah, so typically I recommend that you send me matches that you lose rather than matches that you win, so that we can kind of see where we can find better habits. But I did see a lot going on in that Urian match. So you do tend to press a lot of buttons, which might be due to the fact that you play Fong also. Fong likes to press buttons, which is what we are about to see here. So this is you versus you against the Ken here. And Ken versus Fong is a pretty good matchup, actually. It's about 50, like it's pretty much like even. Ken has some things about this match that make it a little bit difficult for Fong, but Fong does really well in the neutral. You better punish the hell out of this. Oh my god. That hurts my soul, man. Okay. So, there you go. Got set up. No, that sucks. I know what you tried there. Okay, so that long block string that you did there, you never want to end a block string. Ever, ever, ever want to end a block string as Fong into Satoja. That thing is -9. He swept it. I think his sweep is 7 frames. So yeah, that's like a clean punish for him. Yeah. You just kind of back out. So that would have worked. It looked like you were maybe 2 or 3 frames late on that anti-air stand medium kick. Plus Ken, yeah, you're just a little bit late there. Yeah. Good anti-air that time. Instead of meeting with crouch medium punch, on those situations like that, I would recommend doing crouch medium kick instead. The reasons being, okay, so you get the anti-air, crouch medium punch. He blocks it. This is -2. So you press again afterwards. You press an 8-frame button. That means that you left a 10-frame gap there. That means he could have mashed his biggest button, and they would have crush countered you. Oh, what you got? That's okay. Yeah, that's not a combo. So you get the. What you want to do on this? If you get the counter hit, stand roundhouse, you can link it. It's +8, which means that you can do stand fierce. Or no, I'm sorry. I think it's +7 on counter hit. So you can get stand fierce, and you can get well, you can get anything except for crouching medium kick here and sweep. So you could do a lot with this. So you don't have to do the crouch jab there afterwards, and you don't want to do the crouch jab anyway, because crouch jab is only +1 on hit, and or +3 on hit, and it's not particularly good. Just that you can't cancel anything from it. It only links into jab on counter hit, so there's not really any like reason that you would want to do that. Specifically after this stand roundhouse, because yeah, there's just way better things you could be doing, and you have V trigger as well, so you could have converted this into like something huge. So like stand roundhouse, stand fierce, V trigger cancel, crouch medium kick, stand jab, stand fierce into Satoja, and that all links, and that's like 300 damage. So you left about like 270 damage on the table, or excuse me, 230 damage on the table. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't try those kinds of things. They're really risky. This actually doesn't lead into anything. So like, he was mashing Dragon Punch. So because like if you look at his inputs, see he was doing EX Dragon Punch. So that setup that you tried there actually still makes him autocorrect in the proper direction, and you catch this hit here. If he was ready for that to land, he's got enough resources to do a lot of damage to you. So yeah, just be careful about those kinds of setups, because they're not real and they're very dangerous. And again, Satoja on block. Yeah. So I'll share with you a real setup that's very, very effective here. So you get the crush counter sweep, medium kick cloud immediately in the earliest possible frame. Medium kick cloud. If you do a light, what the frickin' crap, slide, it will make any button that he presses attack in the wrong direction. If he does EX Dragon Punch, it'll whiff in the wrong direction. If he does a button, it'll get hit by the cloud. If he blocks it wrong, he gets hit by the cloud, and you can confirm it easily. If you do medium kick slide, it's a cross up, but anything that he does will actually hit you on the left side. So that's kind of like where you need to kind of like, you know, wager what it is that the other guy can do, and then kind of just build your setup around that. But yeah, so the setup that you did with the light balls into whatever, he's got meter, he's gonna blow that up. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about your fireball. And as you see, like here, he doesn't care. That's only -2. He can actually blow through this again with an EX Dragon Punch if you try to press anything. There you go. And that was 2 counter hits, so that didn't link either. So you gotta be a little bit better about making sure that if you're doing buttons like that, that you make sure that if you do land them, that they hit, because he could have Dragon Punched you both of those times. Yeah, now you gotta stop that setup after sweep. It's not a very good one. Because it'll get you in trouble more than it'll help you. And then again, too much Satoja on block, you're not confirming that hit. You're just doing it on block afterwards. If you're gonna do something on block, do cloud. Do a cloud instead, because the cloud will actually build some space between you and Ken. And if you do the medium kick version and he tries to jump over it, you still have enough time to anti-air him. So yeah, be ready. You just gotta make a little bit just better choices on like how you're ending your block strings. Alright, again you get the crush counter and you try that setup again. Well, you tried a different one. I like that. I like the variation, but yeah, again, it's really easy to block. Like if you scout it out, it's very easy to block. So that's gonna be, oh, he dropped it? Oh no, I hate when that happens. So yeah, unfortunately stand medium punch is not a great anti-air. Yeah, he's ready for it. I think, I don't know if you're trying to low profile his jump in, or maybe you were just trying to like press that crouch medium punch preemptively, but yeah, unfortunately that doesn't work against anyone in the corner. Oh, you could have done so much with that. That was a big dropped opportunity there. You could have gotten them to 50% health immediately. Stand fierce, slide, another stand fierce, Satoja super. That's like 420 something damage. That's a lot of damage. But in this situation, you only picked up like 75 damage. So yeah, you gotta be on top of those big punishes when they come up, because they don't come up all the time. Okay, so he's gonna get, that's a modest punish off a sweep, I guess. Good anti-air. Okay, EX Satoja, that's not awful. The sweep on block there. So when you see me doing a lot of sweeps when I'm playing against somebody, it's because they're actually walking more. So if you pay attention to what this guy's doing, all right, he's just holding down back. So he held down back for a long time. Like, let's look. All right, so he starts holding down back here. So we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's 25 frames of him holding down back before that sweep connected. So there was a lot of time. I mean, like maybe if he tried to move forward, it would have worked out for you. But yeah, when he's just kind of chilling there, like you don't really want to do that, you know? So just be safer. Be safer on block. But fortunately for you, he's not punishing. Now, if a Canaver does a fireball in your face like that, like this one right here, so that you blocked it, that's like -6, so you can actually do crouch medium punch into light Satoja. That is a real punish. Okay, and if you get counter hit medium kick, like you did right here. Alright, so that is +7 or +8, so you can actually get stand roundhouse, or stand fierce, I mean, after that, and combo that instead of that punish you got there. Now here, you're getting a lot of really great hits, but you're not converting them. You could have won this like 5 times already. So Here, again, like I said, stand around the house. Afterwards, you would have gotten enough meter to maybe super afterwards. And then you land another really good hit right here. So you do the snake kicks, stand, light kick, stand jab, stand fierce. That's a that'll be a 6-hit combo. Then you can cancel that into Sotoja, and then or since you have V trigger, you do that whole sequence. Cancel it into V trigger. Do another stand fierce, and then super. You get like, it may not kill, but it'll get really close. But so you end up getting like what, 2? That, yeah, you try to do like stand jab and a stand medium punch. That's not a thing that never links, and it never has unless it's counter hit. So yeah, that unfortunately you dropped an opportunity here, and now you're -3 in his face. So you guys just trade there, high fives. That, yeah, if he activates in your face, it's -5. So right here, he activates just raw. You can throw that on reaction. You can stand jab that, stand medium punch on reaction, or you can just stand medium punch, medium kick, or stand medium kick, stand medium punch Sotoja into super, which would have killed here. Or you can, you know, try something maybe a little bit different. But yeah, definitely, this is punishable. So that was another opportunity you had to win there. When you're going for cross up, stand around house. Or jump around house. It's real good. Oh no. Yeah, see, that's not a... Yikes. Again, see, that setup isn't real, and it's getting into a lot of trouble. So, yeah, be careful about that. If you land a sweep, and it's not crush counter, you can do 2 things. If they have back rising, you do forward dash and then like a 6 or 7 frame button. It'll catch them on their wake up. If you do, or not, 6 or 7 frame buttons should catch them on their wake up depending on the number of active frames. And then if he does a quick rise, you do sweep. So if he's quick rising sweep, stand jab, stand fierce. That's the frame kill. The stand fierce will hit him on the it'll hit him on the last active frame, so that it's meaty. It's meaty to the point where it's 0 on block, so you'll still be even. It won't be minus. And then you can cancel it into like a slide if you want. It's unsafe. It's hard to, like, you can't confirm it. You have to actually just preemptively do it. But you could do like stand fierce into nothing, I guess, and then like hope that you're close enough to do another one, or you do stand fierce. If you get the crush counter, you do down forward fierce, activate activate the first hit of down forward fierce into V trigger, and then follow it up from there. There's like so much that you can do off of that. But yeah, stop using that fireball setup because it's not real and it's getting you killed, man. So yeah, let's look at the last one here. 4B93BFC44. Alright, and now this one, whoa, that Terminator 2 skin, holy crap, that looks cool.
Round 1.
Alright, so pause the game, and here we go. Oh, that's such an opportunity for you to mess him up. What do you do? Ah. Oh well, no big deal. So, typically when somebody flubs a huge anti-air, there's so much recovery tied to the end of a lot of these attacks that you can do like something big and fat. Like you could have probably done like crouch fierce there to a full combo. Okay, you gotta block that. He's just jumping around. You get the sweep. You can build a lot of space there. So instead of doing that, damage is important in Street Fighter, but positioning is also very important. So you want to make sure that you are putting yourself into good positions, into good places, and you want to be where you want to be and not where the other guy wants you to be. So here, you get the crush counter sweep. What you should have done, rather than do the dash forward and then jump over, because you're still mid-screen, but you're sort of over to the left a little bit. What you want to do after this crush counter sweep, 3 or 4 dashes, right? To build that, to push him to the corner. And then maybe set up a, like you can set up a frame kill off of the dashes. So you do like 3 dashes and then like whatever attack you have that's like, that will fit into that gap afterwards while also being plus on block. Because you don't want to do this big fat frame kill into this move that's like -4 on block, because then like it's not going to do anything for you unless it hits. And people aren't just like wildly hitting buttons once you get past a certain rank. Like once you get high enough into the ladder, people are more intelligent about the choices that they're making, and they're not mashing jab on every wake up, or they're not doing like light punch dragon punches in the middle of neutral. Like that stops happening. So yeah, you gotta put yourself into good places. So yeah, here it would have been dash 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 probably, because I think that's like it's like plus 100 the sweep. So you could do like quite a bit. I don't think it's actually plus 100, but it's plus enough to do at least 3 or 4 dashes. Most characters can get 4 dashes off of a crush counter sweep. And yeah, see, he was just mashing that DP. Like, look at his inputs. He did light punch 5 times before that dragon punch came out. Uh-oh, got the cross up. There you go. Big old punish. Let me see it. Oh, no. You threw him out of the corner. So yeah, defensive throws a little bit more damage, but see, again, we want to maintain positioning. So what happened here is you lost the position. This dude plays like a nut. So there, you got Aegis. You got Aegis, right? He does red fireball. You just activate that shit. Activate. He's not going to be able to block it. There too. Because Aegis Reflector, well, it's got right there in the name, Reflector. It'll chunk those fireballs right back at him. That was kind of a risky knee drop because you're fighting Akuma and he can parry it. Something that a lot of players do is they'll get something in their mind that they have to do it, and they won't stop thinking about it until they do it. So like right here, you did his V skill, right? It got stuffed. It got stuffed. That should have been the end of it. You shouldn't try it again. So right here, he takes like one little step back. You take a step back, and then you do the V skill again. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's very unsafe. So he gets the throw here. Okay, whipped another big fat anti-air, and yeah, you try to throw it. But yeah, like I said, this guy plays like a nut. I know you can, if you pin him down, you can actually be in his head, like easy. So you get the back throw this time, which is good. That one was good for good positioning. You should be able to block this after the dash. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Let's look at this. You did a sweep for like maybe 90 damage. Or, rather than doing the sweep for 90 damage, you do another dash up, let that shit rock. Do so much damage to his face, man. But yeah, so this is another point where you could have done so much more damage than what you got there. So, one thing, you're Urian. 2 things, you got full bar. 3 things, you almost have V trigger here. So I mean, like, Urian in the corner with V trigger is a monster. And yeah, you kind of let that opportunity go by this punish here. So you gotta be optimal too. Like, optimizing your punishes are gonna be like a really important part of this game. So yeah, there's a lot that we need to look at here. And we'll get into that afterwards. I like that meeting. So that teleport is actually not completely invincible. You can actually throw him out of it, and then there's a few frames afterward. He's gonna DP you, yeah. So don't forget, you are still you still have armor from your V skill, so you could have used this at any point to burn through anything, like any of this crap that he's done to you. Plus you have all that meter to work with too, so EX headbutt is invincible. Like if you do like a light punch headbutt or a medium punch headbutt, it has that 1 point of armor because you're in V skill. So yeah, just think about all that stuff too. Yikes. And then you catch that fireball to the face, trying to go for an air-to-air. That's sort of the risk when you're fighting against Akuma, is he can, like any character with like an air projectile or a, yeah, basically any character with an air projectile or a dive kick, if you try to go for an air-to-air, they can actually kind of like beat you out. So, you know, it's something, that's like just another little thing to consider. Like, being successful in Street Fighter is a lot about, like, you know, being, like, knowing your combos or whatever, or not a lot. It's a little bit about knowing your combos, but it's a lot about being aware of the situation that you're in whenever you're placed into any situation that you're put in. So, like, and then your mind has to constantly be changing. So, like, if the guy is putting you in, like, blocks down off of a jab, you got to think about, like, what his next move is going to be. Is he going to throw you? So if he throws you, then like, all right, do you want to tech the throw? If you do a late tech on the, do you want a late tech on the thing, or do you want to tech earlier? Do you want to try to up back tech, which isn't the thing anymore, but it was? And then, you know, you got to think about all that. Or do you just want to blow through the throw with one of your invincible moves? What if he doesn't throw? Then you got to think about, okay, well, what is he going to do with the next move? So if, let's say I do an early attack and he does a medium punch afterwards, well, I just got frame trapped and I'm counter hit and I'm taking this damage and I get the salon confirmed. So like, your mind is constantly having to work around like all these scenarios. And it's about mitigating the risk while also maintaining good footing without playing too defensively and not getting anything done. So it's like a really interesting mix, and that's why I love fighting games. But let's get back into this. So I like you stopped there. You saw that he had meter. You chilled. You wanted to see what he could have done there. And then yeah, I mean, like, unfortunately it didn't work out for you. Yeah, and again, he's just blowing you up with these air fireballs. So there, I think, what did you try? Did you try to do a knee drop there? Let's see. No, you try to jump out. Yeah, in those situations, like, you gotta block. You gotta block sometimes. Remember, in this game, you can't die to chip, so it's alright, but yeah. Let's see. Oh no, is he gonna land on you with that? Good block. You need to be reversal here. Unless he throws you, which it's still better. It's still better, but yeah, you definitely needed to be reversal here. You were put in such a situation. This is bad. This is a bad spot to be in. You do not want to be here unless you're holding charge. Let's have a look. Alright, so you are... We're going to move forward. Oh wait, no, that's not where you got hit. Alright, so you're holding... Crap. Turn to normal playback. Alright, so this is where you get hit. You get out of the corner because he jumped in. He throws you. You're holding down back. Let's see. You're still holding down. Now you're holding up forward. This is where the fireball hits you. So you're holding down back for all this time. So let's say you've been holding down back for about like 15 frames already. Alright, so he jumps in at you. You're still holding down back. Right? You're still holding it. You're still holding it. Now you're holding forward. You lost your charge. You get hit by this. Wow. So let's try this again. Sorry, I'm really trying to like be real meticulous about this. Alright, so you're holding down now. You're holding down, you're holding down. So let's say this is like frame 5 or 6. You're still holding down, you're still holding down, you're still holding down, you're still holding down. You can headbutt probably like here. But you end up blocking. I mean, yeah. Wait, it's not it's not necessarily bad. But I think you could have EX headbutted out of this. But yeah, I mean that's a real tricky situation because it's really scrambly, but like you want to be sure that you're able to hold your charge on that. Oh my god, he hit you with the dick punch. Alright, and he's just gonna cancel the super? Yeah, and that'll be the game. Yeah. So there's a lot that we need to discuss here as far as like optimizing. Follow-ups to crush counter knockdowns need to be better. I don't really know a lot about Urian, but I know Fong like the back of my hand, and I can tell you that that setup that you're using is not going to work. There are several setups that you can use with Fong that work on both sides. They can create a mix-up on the left or the right regardless. So you can make that happen. So one of the ones that I do, it's one of my favorite ones. I created it myself. I call it the Penguin Shuffle. It's the medium cloud afterwards, and then you do the slide. You can pick either medium kick or light kick slide, and it will actually go either left or right side depending on your distance. If you do it from point blank range, the light one will hit left, but you'll end up on the other side. Or it'll hit right, but you'll end up on the left side. The medium kick will hit left and put you on the left side. And then the other setup off a crush counter sweep is just dash forward, do the coward crouch, do the kicks. Or excuse me, I'm sorry. Dash forward, do a light kick slide, do the coward crouch kicks afterwards, like cancel the slide into the coward crouch kicks. If you do the light kick version, he'll stay, or if you do the light kick version of the slide, he'll stay on the same side that you crush countered on. If you do the medium kick version of the slide, he'll be on the opposite side that you did. So it's a left-right mix-up that will hit on the earliest possible frames. It will beat buttons. It won't beat reversal specials, obviously. And it won't make them whiff either. So you'll take the hit, but you can do some. You can do something with that, and then they both hit close enough to where if they're crouching, you do jab jab stand fierce, and if they're standing, you do stand light kick, jab jab stand fierce, and all of that combos. So I know I'm giving you a lot of information right now, but it's real important. Next thing, positioning. Don't throw your opponent out of the corner unless there's a reason. Maybe you have a setup that's, you know, you're gonna get stunned, and maybe you want to do some like swaggy, high damaging ass combo. Like, yeah, that's fine. Throw them out of the corner. But like, for most like standard situations, you don't want to throw the other guy out of the corner, especially if he's got more health than you and he's not anywhere near stun, and your back throw doesn't have as much frame advantage. Typically, back throws have like worse frame advantage in this game, and they push them further away. So then you end up in the situation where like, okay, great, I put myself in the corner and I put the other guy way on the other side of the screen, and he has all this room to move away from me. So you lose all the momentum that you built up by getting your opponent to the corner. Finally, optimizing your combos. So like, there were situations where the other guy just handed the games to you on a silver platter, either, you know, by like whiffing a big old dragon punch like it's like some point in the end of the game, or making doing a bad super that you end up blocking and you just like punish it with a sweep or something. You can do so much. Supers in this game are tend to be very negative. Dragon punches in this game are like at least -17 or -18, so you can do a lot with you know, with your character, rather than just like getting like stand medium punch punish or sweep punish. Like, you can get so much, and then there's just these opportunities that you're being given, and you're just not taking advantage of them. So that's going to be really important to kind of advance past silver and to get into gold, and then to move on even higher, because like when you look at diamond, like these players are still kind of playing somewhat inefficiently, but they're only giving the opponent like maybe 2 or 3 chances per round. Like, they'll make like 2 or 3 mistakes per round, and that's it. And that's all it takes to lose, or maybe even 1 mistake. Hell, you might even make 0 mistakes, and the other guy just played better than you. Like, that happens too. But so you got to like you just got to think about all of these things. Just optimize positioning, and most importantly, those setups gotta go, man. Like the sweep setups, please don't use those, because those are getting you killed. But yeah, anyway, I hope that you use this information for good, and I hope that it works out well for you. I would like to see you. Let's see, what are you at? You're like at 3,000 LP, I think. What are you, super silver? Oh no, you're silver. Let's shoot for super silver next month. So yeah, I want to see at least a 500 LP gain by next month. All right, man. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being a patron, and you have a good one, man. Take care. Bye.